Once upon a time there was a girl. She lived the same boring little routines in her boring little tower of responsibilities each day. She desired grand stories for herself, but she was so scared to leave behind all she knew in her little tower. She was so conflicted. Each morning, she would stand at the threshold of her tower, ready to fling the door open and run outside without a care in the world. But her fear of the unknown would draw her back at the very last minute, and she would just return to her routines. She loved to gaze out her little window and admire the outside with the freedom and busyness of the people rushing around without a care in the world. Each night before bed, she would read about the grand stories of others who weren't trapped in towers and write about the ones she wanted to embark on. She would always tell herself that tomorrow would be the day she finally leaves and will finally be happy. But each morning, day, and the evening was the exact same. One night, the night before her 26th birthday to be exact, she was doing her typical nighttime routine. She slammed her book closed. She was so tired of living in fear. Tomorrow she would be 26, and it was time for her to finally take the leap into the unknown to find her happiness. She took out her journal and wrote this to solidify her new resolution. That night, she had the most vivid dreams about her new adventures and all the beauty they would bring her outside of her tower. Was it finally time? Was she really ready? It was a risk for sure. Was she ready to take the leap? To take off the old and dive headfirst into the new outside and adventures? It was either to go headstrong forward or fall back into the infinity of the past. She was standing on the precipice. The next morning, the morning of her 26th birthday, she was standing on her threshold again. It was time. It was finally her turn. She had no choice. She took off. Everything glowed with vibrance at first, until it didn't anymore. It had seemed so beautiful from her window, and at first it was wonderful. She found that it didn't all sparkle and gleam as she thought. It was beautiful, sure, but it was a beauty mixed with busy, noise, chaos, and weird smells. How was this weird concoction supposed to make her finally find happiness? She was happy she took the jump, but she felt even more confused and lost. Why wasn't she finally feeling fulfilled? She returned to her tower feeling defeated. That night, she had her vivid dreams again. In her dreams, a voice that seemed like her own came to her. It said, "It's in seeking the beauty of your little routine activities that you will finally find the fulfillment and joy you are seeking. You will never be able to appreciate the outside until you learn to love the inside." She woke up the next morning and shrugged off her dreams and began her little routines again. But this time, she remembered those words from her dreams. There appeared to be a beauty in the actions now. She found that her activities in keeping a tidy home, cooking, baking, decorating her tower, and tending to her plants were actually such beautiful actions that she loved to do. She learned to love and appreciate these simple little things and learned to love the girl behind these activities. Turns out, the inner voice in her dreams was right. She realized that in order to appreciate the outside, she had to grow a fond appreciation for the inside and find the beauty in the everyday, mundane, and simple tasks. Only then was she able to finally find her fulfillment.